I'd like to call a meeting to order. Would you please rise while the Girl Scout Troop number 14218 presents the colors and leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance. You going to start us? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. You may... Oh, here's the rest of them. What happened? I was just going to say, I had more names here than there were people, but let me announce everybody. Troop Leader Chelsea Samuelson, the Girl Scouts are Mackenzie Samuelson, Paige Samuelson, Angelina Rodriguez, Cora Budham, Ella Serrano, Naomi Soriano, Leah Serrano, and Raylan Rutledge. Where's the Serrano? There's all the Serranos. Who? Raise your hands. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
we got.
There's another one over there, Mayor. Go raise your hand over there if you know.
Very, very good. Thank you very much. And once the flag leaves the room, we may be seated. Thank you. You may be seated.
That's cute.
Okay, may we have a roll call, please?
Mayor Paul,
Here.
Vice Mayor Whitman.
Here.
Councilmember Hatton.
Here.
Councilmember Starkey.
Here.
Councilmember Lewis.
Here.
Town Administrator Lamack.
Here.
Mr. Lewis. Here. Mr. Holste. Here. Mr. Weinthal.
Here.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you very much. The first meeting of the month is set aside, first part of it, for the public comments. Speakers will not be limited to the number of topics that they can speak on, but they'll not be permitted to speak on any item that's on the public hearing part of the agenda. Speakers may speak on those issues tonight when that agenda item comes up. Speakers will be limited to 3 minutes to address the town council, and we'll go by the first row. I know we have a few people in the first row who would like to speak. Come on. Please give your name and address each time.
Thank you, Madam Mayor and council members. My name is Philip Busey, and I live at 837 Southwest 120th Way in Davie. And I will be brief. When I moved here in 1976, I did not think there would be any reason to doubt the agricultural roots of Davie, and today I have no reason to doubt our agricultural roots either. I really strongly support and am committed to the mayor and council in your vision to protect and preserve spaces for farmers. And so we appreciate, and we just hope we can see a plan that would come forth soon as far as the Robbins Park. Thank you so much.
Who's next? Just come up, give us your name and address, please.
Hey everyone,
Hi.
my name is Jason Long. I'm with, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Do I have to crouch like this?
Yeah.
Okay,
Move it up.
make it really awkward for me. So, can you hear me better now? Perfect. My name is Jason Long. I'm with Tree Amigos Growers. I'm an organic farmer at 10900 Southwest 48th Street in Davie, Florida. And I'm here today for one major reason. I know the town council is aware that recently at the Morse property in the corner of Flamingo and Orange Drive, it's up for sale. And there are farmers that are operating and managing that 27 acres of farmland. We know as farmers, when we're leasing land from a landowner, there's a 100% strong chance the land could be sold from us. And we know it's every single right that landowner to sell the land. There's no questions about that. But I want to speak up and thank the town council. I heard the last town meeting when Mrs. Mayor Judy Paul, you brought up that it was in, that there were some options available to provide some sort of somewhat permanent solution for the farmers and future farmers like that, such as Robbins Park. I know as a farmer who chooses to be in Davie, I couldn't be more proud of a commitment like that from the town council. I know it is not up to you a requirement to give land away to people for farming, and we're not asking for anything free. This is a major important concept that we're working on because since the 1980s, we've lost over 40,000 acres of agricultural land in Broward. Every year, that's an average of 1,000 acres per year. We're down to 4,500 acres of agricultural land in Broward, so the number is getting smaller and smaller. We all are aware of our food security. This one 27-acre property could actually produce 16% of Davie's vegetable needs, and the farmer's willing to commit to growing food for Davie residents specifically. So going forward, what we're working on with the town council, we're working on to provide a new piece of property for the farmers so they can lease a piece of land and have it permanent. If you look at the cost of land right now, back when I just started leasing this property, it was around $200,000 an acre. Now I'm seeing acreage going up to 500 grand in the Davie area. I was displaced from a landowner selling the land. As a farmer, it's really, as a business person, if you're looking to buy a piece of property and farm it for the rest of your lives, having to pay $500,000 per acre, let's say 10 acres, that's $5 million. Now you still have to buy irrigation, tractor, equipment, and team to farm that. In order for us to feed our communities, we need support by being able to have land that we can farm at and lease at, and knowing that it's not going to be sold to development. Because the crops, everyone's talked about harvesting crops, and the most important part is actually the soil. The amount of work you put in the soil, that's what you gain in yields. So when this farm is lost and a new farm is created, it's going to take 5, 10, 15 years to get that soil where it is. So every time we sell a piece of ag land, we're losing all of that work in the soil to grow people food. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Hello,
And
Jessie Bastos, 15242 Southwest 17th Street. I just want to thank especially Susan Starkey and the rest of the council and mayor for my recent appointment to the Agricultural and Environmental Advisory Committee. I'm very excited about being on the committee. I've been spending the last couple of weeks just catching myself up on all of the minutes and agendas since the inception of the committee in 2013. I've also been reading the Farm Guide and Kim Weissmantel's wonderful book about Davie just to make sure that I'm up to speed. I loved the comments that I heard from the last meeting as well in regards to looking for a solution for the farmers. In some of my research, it looks like that particular group of farmers may be one of maybe 5 groups left in all of Davie that do food farming. So to come up with a solution is just wonderful to hear. And I would love to be a part of that. So if there's anything that you need to solicit from me or the committee, we are very eager to work with you on that. Thank you.
okay. Is there anyone else that would like to speak?
Good evening, how you doing? My name is Santiago, and I am co-owner of Three Amigos Growers in Davie, 10900 Southwest 48th Street. And just to follow up on what Jason was saying, everything he said about the process of farming is completely true. It's something we've been learning over the past 10 years farming in South Florida. And the soil is where the life is, and that's where we're gonna get quality produce. You know, so what we're working on right now is actually an action plan where we can gather people, support local Davie residents are our primary target, but we're looking to all of Broward residents to come and support this vision that we have. And we would love the town of Davie to be part of that vision and to be a strong supporter of that vision. One of the things we're asking from the town of Davie is help with the resources and with the legal aspect of this, because I know there could be a lot of red tape, a lot of things that can slow down progress. But with the town of Davie on board, we can make that happen a little bit quicker and a little bit stronger than we can do it alone, or the town of Davie maybe can do it alone. So what we're really looking for is, I know in July we're going to have the next meeting, and this is where we're going to really come and talk about the topic and really discuss. But one of the things that we're going to be doing is trying to secure a commitment from the developers to allow Ms. McKenzie adequate time until actual development begins on the property, so she can find new farmland, harvest her crops, pack up her farm, and they've shown interest about speaking to us about how they can allocate some resources if that's within their wheelhouse to do so. So we're really excited about that. We're also asking again for the town of Davie support and help with resources so they can be an example in creating an agricultural land loss mitigation program in Broward. So this can be a springboard for many other communities doing this in Broward County. We can be, at the forefront of that. And then just to be, we're going to be creating and showing you guys some opportunities of how we can work with local investors, private citizens, with the developers, so we can create agricultural land trusts that are going to be here for the long term, so that when people decide to farm, they know that they can provide a service to the community, they can get paid for that service, and they're not under threat of being moved from that land because it would be under agricultural land trust. And it's not for one farmer. Ms. McKenzie is, the person that's at the forefront because she's losing the land, but we're talking long term. We're talking about what's the next generation of farmers after her that she's going to be educating and helping to get to the place where we want to be in local food production. So that's what we're going to be discussing in depth on the next meeting. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Is there anybody else that wishes to speak?
Mayor, excuse me, if you may ask the speakers that come up to fill out a speaker form. Leona's going around handing them out
Okay.
just to make sure, please.
Did you speak here? Have you filled out a form? Leona, bring one over here to the speaker at the podium. State your name and address, please. I
Hi,
like
my
your
name is
shirt.
Susan Corey. I'm sorry.
I like your horses.
Oh, thank you. My name is Susan Corey. My address is 1721 Southwest 116th Avenue. I'm here today because of the flooding problem that we have in our neighborhood, which I know you guys have put together a plan to try to bring in new drainage and stuff into the neighborhood. But I'm a little worried that it's not going to be enough, even when you guys do it, because the area that my neighborhood is affected by, the canal system from 84 down to Orange Drive from Flamingo to the canal that's just to the east of Hiatus Road. And that canal system is very overburdened as it is right now. And now you have this new development that they're talking about going in at the corner of Flamingo. There's Utopia Farms that's going in on Hiatus Road. We have the Rexmere Woods property that is kind of in limbo right now. There's Bristol that's going in on Flamingo and I think it's like 25th or 26th Street. So there's a shopping center that's going in to that area as well, and there's 2 other housing developments that are in that spectrum of area. Every time we turn around, there's a new development being built, but yet the flooding issue just continues to get worse. And recently, Rexmere tore all the trees out of that property that's just to the south of Rexmere Trailer Park. And now that those trees are not there, they're not absorbing the water. So this last rain that we just had, we still have water on our streets. My yard is still flooded. And we lost power for 13 hours because one of the trees back there on the Rexmere property took out the electric lines when it fell because there was too much water it basically made the tree fall because the land had gotten so soft back there. So I agree with what they're talking about there needs to be more farming in that particular area, because we can't keep on paving everything and thinking that we're gonna resolve this water issue by putting in new drainage. Because you may put in new pipes, but those pipes only drain into the same canals that are there, and those canals are already overburdened.
Thank you very much. Don't forget to fill out your form.
Good night to each and everyone. My name is Barbara Mackenzie. I'm the farmer on Maurice property. I'm here to tell you thanks, even for a mention of my name. I am the one who going to lose that property. We already get 3 months notice. And we have nowhere going, and I'm at the seat of your mercy, pleading for your help. I can do the farming, but I cannot do the farming without all of us that is here. The farming cannot go by me alone, so I'm seeking help towards the farming. And there's a lot I can do, but I cannot do it without the help of you. So please, I'm asking my behalf, and there's a lot more I have to show Davie, Broward, and the nation that we can do seeds from the ground to the table. Children will be learning. No age is different. Adult, everyone will be teaching, learning how to provide clean food from the earth to the table. And my result from Davie, I'm there a decade and a half now, and I don't even know what to say, but I'm pleading to the mercy of your seat, and I say thanks to you.
Thank you. Could you just state your address, please, for the record?
Huh?
Address. Where do you live?
937 Lauderdale Lakes, 101.
Okay, thank you.
33322.
Okay, thank you. And then I think you need to fill out a form. Okay, she's got it. Very good. Is there anyone else who would like to speak? Okay, seeing none, I will close the public comment portion of the meeting and just say that we are going to assist in finding some way to help. We recognize the importance of our agricultural roots, and we understand the importance of farming. We don't know exactly which direction we're going in yet, but it's a priority. Okay? Thank you very much for being here. And Jason, I did get your message, but I didn't have time to call you. I'll do that sometime this week. Okay, we'll move on to presentations. And I'm going to be presenting my mayor's scholarships. I wanted to mention two of the recipients are from Western High School. It's Alex Soto and Nicholas Christia. Unfortunately, or fortunately, Western is having their graduation tonight, and they've been unable, they're not, of course, able to be here, but we're going to present them on the July 27th. I think we're sending them their checks, but they have been invited to come on the 27th to be recognized. I'd like to call Susan Rosano up to the podium. Susan is receiving one of my scholarships. We've been following Susan since probably she's been in second or third grade. Very, very active in the community. She shadowed here and was mayor for a day. And we have pictures of her when she was knee-high to a grasshopper sitting on a fire truck when was part of the tour that we took. But she has grown into just a fine young lady who is nationally recognized as a debater. She graduated Nova High School, salutatorian, and she is just a very, very beautiful young woman. She started a business when she was, 7, 8? Yeah. Devoted to babies, where her concern was taking care of children that had been born prematurely. So I want to recognize Susan and present her with her scholarship. Mr. Lemack will bring it down to you. And I'm also sending some cards that I had gotten for you and I couldn't get over last night to your party. And I want to recognize Rylan, her sister. She graduated too, but she accelerated her classes and graduated a year in advance. Or was it 2 years?
2 years.
2 years, yeah. So Rylan is another great example. What a beautiful family. And Mom there is videotaping the whole thing. And you've done such a great job bringing up such gorgeous girls. Thank you.
And I did
Thank you.
see it on the news. It was phenomenal, the
Yes.
report on you girls.
Yeah, so you got, I couldn't believe that you got 3 minutes of on-air time from one of the stations on TV. And it was really beautiful. I was able to watch it. But I, give you the opportunity to say a few words, but we're very, very proud of you.
I just want to say thank you for being recognized. I don't necessarily know if I deserve it, but I hope to one day either be sitting up there or in our nation's somewhat form of leadership in the political stage. And, the mayor's been kind of training me since I was younger to take over as a politician someday somewhere. So I'm just striving and I'm going to work extremely hard. And, you all are staple leaders for our community. And I'm grateful for all the change that you've done on an individualistic level, because we look at the state level, but we never really look at the communities. And without you guys here in Davie, the whole state would kind of fall apart. So thank you all for your assistance.
When Susan was in my office, when she was mayor for a day, I asked her what her future aspirations were, and she told me that she wanted to be president of the United States. So I think she's on the way, right? Thank you very much. You want to take a picture with Rylan and your mom, too? Yeah, go ahead.
Talented young lady.
Mm-hmm.
Talented young lady. Impressive. God bless her. Simple needs. Bright, young people with a great future that want to serve.
You're going to be a Gator, right? Yes. Thank you very much for being here. I need to go through a long list here of things that need to be tabled, withdrawn, added. Okay. The applicant has requested to table the following items to July 27th. Can I do them as a group, Mr. Weinthal? Okay, thank you. The site plan for Reserve at Davie, the plat for Reserve at Davie, the flex application for the Reserve at Davie.
Motion to table 25, 26, and 27 to July 27th.
As you just did. I have a second? Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, under the public, those were under
That was consent.
consent,
Now we're
right?
in the public hearing
Under
items.
public hearing, the applicant has requested to table the following items to July 27th. This I have to do each one individually?
Yes,
right?
Mayor.
Yes, okay. I'm learning. Number 33, the land use plan. May I have a motion? So moved. Seconded. Roll call or it's voice?
Whatever you want.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous, okay. The rezoning for Reserve at Davie.
34.
May I have a motion
So moved.
to table to
Table.
July 27th?
Okay, the table to July 22nd, number 34.
And there's a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. Number 35 is a variance for Reserve at Davie. May I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve
The
number
tabling,
35,
yeah.
tabling of variance.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. Number 36 is a variance for Reserve at Davie.
Motion to approve variance, reserve and Davie.
Motion to
Not
table.
to approve it, to
Table.
table it.
I apologize, Mayor. Motion to table. Make up, Carol.
That's
Been
all
a long
right.
day.
I
Been a
slip
long
up a
day.
lot, too. Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. Okay, staff is requesting to add the following item, number 39, vested rights appeal. May I have a motion?
Motion to add vested rights appeal.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. And the applicant is asking to withdraw the following item, the vested rights appeal that we just added to the agenda. And we don't need to vote on that since it is a withdrawal.
Okay,
So
there we go.
we're,
good.
I think, did we get through that one?
We did, Mayor, yes.
Okay. Very good. Now we'll go on to the consent agenda. I'm going to pull 1, 2, and 3. Is there anyone else that wants to pull anything? Yeah, Vice Mayor? Oh, no, good, okay. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda minus 1, 2, and 3?
Motion to approve consent agenda minus 1, 2, and 3.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. Thank you. Number 1 is for Boys and Girls Club Week. We have from Florence DeGeorge Unit, Martisha Williams, who's the education instructor, and from Ruthie Brown, the club director,
Ricky Case.
and Shalty Patterson. Is that from the Rick and Rita Case
Yes, she's right
unit?
there.
Yeah, please.
My neighbor.
Shalty was Patterson's Youth of the Year. Wow, very nice.
Fantastic.
They're here to accept these. Go ahead, Susan, you can read
Okay,
it.
you want a motion first or no?
Okay, we'll do it that way.
Motion to approve number 1?
No, I say that.
Oh, go ahead.
A motion to approve number 1.
So
Motion
moved.
to approve number 1.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous.
Okay. Whereas the young people of Davie are tomorrow's leaders, and whereas many such young people need professional youth services to help them reach their full potential, and whereas the Rick and Rita Case and the Florence A. DeGeorge Boys and Girls Clubs in Davie provide services to more than 2,600 young people ages 6 to 18 annually, and whereas Boys and Girls Clubs are placed where great futures start. They are at the forefront of the efforts in teen programming, academics, character development, and healthy lifestyles. And whereas the Boys and Girls Clubs organizations in our community help ensure that our young people keep off the streets, offering them a safe and supportive place to go and provide them with a quality programming. Whereas Boys and Girls Clubs of Broward County will celebrate the National Boys and Girls Club Week from June 25th to July 1st, 2022, along with some 4,000 clubs and more than 2 million young people nationwide. Therefore, now it be it proclaimed that the mayor and the town council of the town of Davie do hereby proclaim the week of June 25th through July 1st, 2022 as Boys and Girls Club Week. And call on all the citizens to join with me in recognizing and commending the Boys and Girls Club organizations in our community for providing comprehensive, effective services to young people in our community, signed by our mayor, Judy Paul.
There's 2, 1 for each.
Yeah, we've got that.
we'd love to hear from you.
Good evening.
You look lovely this evening.
Thank you. I'm Martisha Williams. I'm speaking on behalf of our director at the Florence D. George Club, Cameron Warwick. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here tonight, so he would like to say, I'm sorry I could not be present today to accept our proclamation. I'm happy to have Ms. Williams, our education instructor, represent our club today. On behalf of the Florence A. D. George Boys and Girls Club, we would like to thank the town of Davie for the continued support. We would also like to take an opportunity to thank and acknowledge the town of Davie Police for their involvement at our club this past holiday season with their toy donations. It was also a pleasure having Mayor Paul with us at our last proclamation event, and we can encourage all town council members to come pay us a visit. We look forward to continuing our fruitful relationships with the town. Truly, Cameron Warwick, Club Director.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Shalise Patterson. I just wanted to say on behalf of Rick and Rita Boys and Girls Club, thank you.
And congratulations to you.
Thank you. Ruthie, you don't want to say? Come on, Ruthie. It's my neighbor.
Okay, so I am Miss Ruthie. I'm the director at the Rick and Rita Case Boys and Girls Club. I have been with the organization 19 years. And how can we say thanks for all the things that you all have done? You never cease to amaze us. As Ms. Williams said, this past holiday was an eye-opener for us as well as our families. It was just a total blessing. So thank you so much, and we look forward to partnering with you all forever, forever, and forever, and thank you.
Very good. Congratulations. The next proclamation is Safety Awareness Month, and our Vice Mayor will read that. And if Jose Lugo, the risk manager, would come up. May I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve proclamation on Safety Awareness Month.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That's unanimous.
Whereas the month of June is proclaimed as National Safety Month by the National Safety Council, and whereas the town of Davie values its employees and their families and has made a commitment to provide a safe work environment to educate employees through safety awareness programs and to encourage use of safety practices at work, home, and in their local communities. And whereas workplace injuries continue to take place and the number of unintentional injuries incurred off the job continue to rise. And whereas on the job or off the job injuries affect employees' families, and whereas the safety and health of employees are of utmost importance. And whereas the town of Davie has demonstrated leadership in educating its employees in the prevention of injuries in the workplace, on our roads and highways, and in our homes and communities. Now, therefore, it be proclaimed that the mayor and the town council of the town of Davie do hereby proclaim the month of June 2022 as Safety Awareness Month throughout the town of Davie, and encourage all employees to learn more about health and safety practices for home, work, and play, and to take the necessary steps to reduce the risk of serious injury and death.
Thank you very much. I see you brought a little more of HR here, right? Would you like to say a few words?
Good evening. For those who don't know me, I'm Jose Lugo, Risk Manager for Town of Davie. It's an honor to receive this proclamation today in front of the Town Council. We appreciate all the support from Town Council and administration. I would like at this time to introduce my team that's standing behind me. First, Grace Garagoza, who's our HR Director, who oversees the Risk Management Division. Jessica Ginter, she's our risk technician who supports risk, been in the town with 3.5 years. She's my right hand. And over here on the left is Chris Kittleson, who is our outside safety consultant. His position is Director of Loss Control, Technical Services at Public Risk Underwriters. And at this time, I'd like to turn it over to him. He's been serving the town since 2010 and has 25 years of industrial knowledge. And I'd like to say a few words.
Sure, thank you, Jose. Good evening, and thank you for having me this evening.
First of all, I'd like to say it's been a pleasure working with the town since I've been assigned to work with the town of Davie. I've seen lots of changes, and all for the good, so we certainly appreciate everybody's effort. And since I've been working with Jose, what is it, 3-4 years now? Almost 4. Time flies. So what has happened transformationally, people like myself are looking for changes through administrative or engineering or other types of controls. And so Jose and his team has done an outstanding job of implementing those. And I'm just going to itemize some of the key elements. Safety committee, he's got a safety committee in place where everybody represents their respective departments and organizations, and they can review the issues relative to safety. He does an outstanding job on accident investigations to find out what causes them, and so they can prevent them from happening again. He does safety inspections so he can proactively identify hazards. He hasn't invited me on a sidewalk inspection yet, but I'm sure it's on the agenda. Well, yeah, exactly. So, very good. He also recently instituted a crash review board for your motor vehicle accidents, which is outstanding because obviously that's a very serious issue and continues to be so. And he has a very, very impressive background in terms of education, credentials, and experience, and I think it serves the town very well by having that kind of people and persons involved in this. It's not a job that you take lightly. I don't know if you know what your premium is. Sorry, I'm not responsible for making that, but it's a lot of money. And in support of the month of June, where you talk about providing safety at your home or your place of work or in your neighborhoods, it's a very important aspect. Sometimes we take it for granted. But what I'd like to close with is his stellar efforts in managing the claims. Perhaps if you have some time, he could quantify it for you. He does a very good job. We do claims reviews. He's very aggressive, and he saves the town lots of money by aggressively going after people that like to litigate. So, very litigious society. So I applaud him and his team for that effort. With that, I'd like to say thank you. It's been a pleasure, and stay safe.
You too. Thank you so much. That's very nice. The next proclamation is number 3, National Caribbean American Heritage Month. May I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? That's unanimous. We're very honored this evening to have someone very special here to accept the proclamation. Mr. Oliver Mayer is the Consul General from Jamaica, and he's joined us this evening with his best buddy, Steve Higgins, and I'd like to ask you, I don't know the lady on your side. What? You can introduce her, okay? Come on up. We've shared a lot of music together. Whereas America's diversity is and always has been the defining strength of our nation, in every generation, our society, spirit, and shared ambitions have been refreshed by wave after wave of immigrants seeking out their American dream. And whereas throughout our history, Caribbean Americans have brought vibrant cultures, languages, traditions, and values that strengthen our country and add new chapters to our common story. And whereas the Caribbean Americans have made our country more innovative and more prosperous, they have enriched our nation's arts and culture, our public institutions, and our economy. Despite the powerful legacy of achievement of Caribbean Americans, many members of the community continue to face systemic barriers to equality, opportunity, and justice. And whereas during this National Heritage Month, we celebrate the legacy and essential contributions of Caribbean Americans who have added so much to our American fabric. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Mayor and Town Council of the Town of Davie do hereby proclaim June 2022 as National Caribbean American Heritage Month and encourage all Americans to join in celebrating the history, culture, and achievements of these great Americans. Thank you very much. You may say a few words if you'd like.
Thank you so much, Mayor. I'm used to seeing you with your hat. So want to thank you, Mayor and the commissioners, for moving this motion, giving us this proclamation. We accept it on behalf of Jamaica and the rest of the Caribbean. This is a very special month for us. For most of the events, we will be participating together as one unit. But I'd just like to inform everybody that this year Jamaica celebrates 60 years of independence. So, you know, it's a very special time for us. Trinidad also celebrates 60 years of independence, and we... Yes.
Yeah.
Trinidad and Tobago, that's right. And for us, Jamaica, there's a unofficial motto that we have that we say, we little, but we talawa. And the last time somebody said, could you explain what talawa is? Despite our size, as a country, we have been able to achieve a lot. And so it's true for the rest of the Caribbean. So again, we thank you so much for this gracious acknowledgement. And we encourage everybody here in the room to join with us as we celebrate Jamaica's 60 years of independence. We'll be having a number of events, of which you're all invited. As a proud resident of Davie myself, I'm looking forward to our fellow residents come and celebrate with us. You can visit our social media pages, the Consulate of Jamaica, Miami, where we'll keep you informed as various activities. I'd like to introduce Cheryl Winter, who has been with the Consulate for over 20 years, right? Doing a sterling job. So I'd like to acknowledge Cheryl Winter. Right? And the most popular man in, well, second most popular person in Davie after the mayor and the commissioners, Steve Higgins. We just came from, we're doing a tour of the United States, and we just came back from Alabama just a couple of days ago. Yesterday.
Yeah, via
Can't keep
Georgia,
track of
right?
time. Yeah. Yes, it went very well. So, again, thank you so much, ma'am.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for being here.
And Consul General, you see that we have presented the flags, the bandanas with the flag of Jamaica, and also the wristband. And now, Consul General, if you can assist me, please. We're going to do one more presentation with the permission of the Mayor of Davie. I don't speak very well, so I prefer to sing. Can you turn it up just a little more, please? And everybody gets to participate in Jamaica's 60th anniversary of independence. You ready now? Down the bay where the lights are gay and the sun shining daily on the mountain top, I took a trip on a sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I made a stop. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Oh, won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave my little girl in Kingston town. You want to hear the Consul General sing? All right, I'll let him do the chorus then. All right. But I invite the council members to sway. There you go. Sounds of laughter everywhere as the dancing girls sway to and fro. I must declare my heart is there, though I've been from Maine to Mexico. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way.
Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I got to leave a little girl in Kingston town.
Everybody knows the chorus now, right? So we'd like everybody to sing, right? No, including you. Down in the market you can hear ladies crying out while on their heads they bear. Ackee rice, all fish is nice and the rum is fine every time of year. But I'm
sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I got to leave a little girl in Kingston town.
more verse. The head table should sing the chorus next time, right? Down the bay where the lights are gay and the sun shining daily on the mountain top, I took a trip on that sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I made a stop, but I'm
Sad to say I'm on my way, won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my mate is turning around. I got to leave a little girl in. Sad to say I'm on my way, won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning. Everybody, I've got to meet a little girl in. One love.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much, Mayor Judy and the council members.
That's what makes our council meetings so unique. There's always something special going on. Thank you very much, Steve. And Consul General. What? And did you notice what I'm wearing tonight? Jamaican colors. Yeah, how do you like that? Okay. Thank you very much. Wow, now. That was very exciting. Thank you. And we always know when Steve's here, we can expect something very musical. Okay, guess what? That's takes care of the consent agenda. We're going on to the public hearing portion. Am I in the right direction here? We're at 28. Everybody with me? Okay, this is an ordinance, first reading with second reading on July 27th. Mr. Weinthal, would you read the ordinance by title, please?
Yes, Mayor, I'm not going to sing it. I'll read it.
You what?
I said I'm not going to sing it. I'll read it.
Aw, come on.
We were
sing.
waiting, Alan.
Code Amendment, an ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, amending the following provisions of the Code of Ordinances of the Town of Davie, Florida, Chapter 2, Administration, Article 5, Boards and Committees, Section 2-72, Board and Committee Membership, Section 2-73, Advisory Board and Committees, creating Section 2-73G, Public Art Advisory Committee, providing for conflict, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you very much. This is a public hearing. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this? Seeing none, I'll close the hearing. Does council have any questions or discussion of any sort? Okay. May I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Okay, roll call, please.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Whitman?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. Go on to item 29, which is a rezoning. This is a first reading with a second and final reading to be held on July 27th. Mr. Weinthal, would you read this by title?
Quasi is waived, yes, Mayor,
okay,
and I'll read it
okay.
by title.
Thank you.
An ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, approving rezoning application ZB22-058 The Edge, changing the zoning designation of certain lands within the Town of Davie from Griffin Corridor, State Road 7 Node, to Transit-Oriented Corridor South District, amending the town zoning map to comply therewith, providing for conflict, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you very much. This is an open public hearing. Does anyone wish to speak for or against this at this time? Okay, seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Is there anyone on council that has any questions or discussion? Seeing none, then may I ask for a motion to approve the number 29 rezoning?
Motion to approve 29 rezoning.
Second.
May I have a roll call, please?
Vice Mayor Whitman?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. We'll go on. Variance. This is number 30. It's a variance having to do with the Ridge Plaza. Mr. Weinthal, have all quasis been
Yes,
waived?
Mayor.
Okay. Then I don't have to keep asking. Would you please read the title?
A resolution of the Town of Davie, Florida, taking final action on variance application V21-200 Ridge Plaza, providing for conflict, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
This is no public hearing. Anyone wishes to speak on this item, may come forward at this time.
Hi, good evening. For the record, Christina Belenke. My address is 14 Southeast 4th Street in Boca Raton, Florida. And I just wanted to let you know I'm here representing the applicant should you have any questions.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to speak? Okay, I will close the public hearing portion. Any questions? Okay. May I have a motion to approve the variance for
Motion.
Ridge Plaza?
Motion to approve variance for Ridge Plaza.
To variance item 30, because there's a couple.
30.
Variance item
Okay,
30,
yeah.
I apologize, Alan.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Whitman?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. 31 is also a variance for Ridge Plaza. Mr. Weinthal, would you read it?
Yes, Mayor. A resolution of the Town of Davie, Florida, taking final action on variance application V22-043 Ridge Plaza, providing for conflict, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
This is an open public hearing. Anyone wish to speak on this item may come forward at this time. We'll note that you're still here. Okay. Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing. Any questions
No, ma'am.
from council? Okay, could I have a motion to approve the variance 31?
Motion to approve variance 31.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Whitman?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Number 32 is also a variance. Mr. Weinthal, would you read for Ridge Plaza, would you read the title?
Yes, Mayor. A resolution of the Town of Davie, Florida, taking final action on variance application V22-044 Ridge Plaza, providing for conflict, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
This is a public hearing. Anyone wishing to speak on this subject may come forward at this time, noting you're still here. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Does anyone have any questions? Council here? Okay, then may I have a motion to approve number 32, variance for Ridge Plaza?
Motion to approve 32 variance for Ridge Plaza.
Is there, I'll second it. May we have a roll call?
Vice Mayor Whitman?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, 33 has been tabled. Excuse me.
They all have.
34, 35, and 36 have all been
Yep.
tabled. So that concludes the public hearing portion of the meeting. Does anyone have any appointments? No, we're all set. No committee recommendations. Now we're going to old business. The item is the Coalition Against Bigger Trucks. This was an item that Councilmember Starkey brought up, and I believe in your backup is a letter that has been proposed, which I will sign if you approve, and send it forward. Is there any
Nope.
discussion? Okay. May we have a motion to approve that letter?
Motion to approve 38.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. I'll sign it and it'll go out.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The schedule of our next meetings, July 27th, we have a second budget workshop and a town council meeting, then August 3rd, and then August 17th. And now we're up to mayor and council member comments. I think I'll start off tonight. Oh, they left. I wanted to thank Steve and
He's here.
and
Yeah,
the
he's
consul
right there.
general.
He's still there.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to thank you again for coming. I know how busy you are. Been traveling around with your celebrations all over the country, Texas, Alabama, where else?
Georgia.
No, Georgia, he just drove through to get home.
Oh, I thought you stopped in Georgia.
That's a long story, right, Steve? Oh, gosh. I want to give congratulations to all the graduates in Davie and all students that go to private schools, parochial schools. We have many Davie students that are at Hollywood Hills, at the vocational and technical schools, and of course, the Nova. And also the graduates of the colleges. We have an abundant number of Davie residents who are about to embark on a career, and we are happy to hear the job status and how many jobs are available for the graduates, and that's a good sign. Are we going to get a little report on July 4th tonight by any chance? We got it the last time, but was there any changes? I just wanted to bring up, the last time we had an event with fireworks, the signs went up kind of late and they were sparse. We've got enough time. Can we have more signs made? And I know we might have some challenges with staff to put it out. So if we start early. Yeah, got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah. So if we start early, maybe we can get them all out, and I would appreciate that. There were also some specific locations where individuals have written to us to ask specifically for special attention on those, make sure signs get into those neighborhoods. I don't need to ask that. Also wanted to bring up this very nice letter that I got from Roy Roberts.
Yes, my neighbor.
He's Miss Natasha Alexander. I must commend her and her associate, Mr. Bill Kay, for taking time from their busy schedule to come and look at drainage at 31st Street in Davie East. They did not only come to look at my drainage, but it was clear the following day. Please pass on my best regards for their professional service rendered. Thank you very much. And he CC'd Carol Hatton, and that's from Roy Roberts. I think you appointed him to a committee.
He was in redistricting.
Redistricting. Would you?
He's at the end of my
to the
street.
clerk, please.
On the next street from mine.
The other thing is, we're looking at the calendar, and our October 5th Town Council meeting falls on the holiday of Yom Kippur. So I would like to ask the council to vote to cancel that meeting. May I have a motion?
Make a motion
Second,
to approve it.
To cancel
yes.
Cancel that
October 5th?
High Holy Day on October 5th.
Thank you.
meeting.
And there's a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. Thank you very much. I think I might add something if nobody else brings it up. But I'm going to let other people have an opportunity because I don't want to steal everything. Vice Mayor, would you like to go?
Thank you, Mayor. Okay, Town Hall closeout ceremony is only a few days away. If you have a chance, please stop by the former Town Council Chambers at 6591 Orange Drive to say so long, because we never say goodbye. We have seen this facility grow from one tiny building to 3 buildings, and now we are moving on to a new era. I'm looking forward to talking with the former council members. Since our last town council meeting, the George Anderson pedestrian bridge reopened. I go by it on my morning walks, and I love the style and the design of the railings. A big thank you to our engineering team, Jonathan and AJ, for getting this done. It was done right on time for the ceremony this weekend. As a reminder, on the second Saturday of every month, the Davie Police Department hosts a child safety seat installation program. If you are parents or expecting parents and you want professionals to install your car seat, please stop by the event. It is free and is held from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at CarMax, located at 7420 West State Road 84. Wishing all the June babies a happy birthday, and Mayor Paul, I didn't think I had forgotten that it was your birthday this past Saturday.
Absolutely. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
It's rough being 28, I know.
And Councilmember Marlin's birthday is this coming Saturday, June 11th.
That event is just just for you, Marlon, you know.
You're 29, huh?
39.
Happy birthday to all, and I wish everyone many more birthdays to come. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Marlon, it's your very turn.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to start off by thanking the town, Public Works, and especially Osdell for the work that he put on after this last storm. When the storm quits, when we have water like that, I live in an area that's really highly affected. So as soon as it quits raining, I get up and I go out and I drive all around the area to see who's, really suffering. And you can rest assured, I'm still underwater. That's how much I know about the water in that area. And while I'm out the other day, and I hadn't been out for 20 minutes, who do I run into out there? Osdell out there checking the same drains that I'm running around checking to call him. He's already there. So you think that he was just checking then. A few hours later, he's back out there. A few hours later, he's back out there. In the morning, he's out there. I'm just very impressed with the work that you put on that. And to you and your crew, I greatly appreciate all the work that you've done. And I will say this, in our area, no matter what happens, we're underwater. But I have been checking those drains, and they were open. Things worked a lot better. We're still underwater. Stuff has to be done in our area. We know that, and prayerfully that will happen sooner than later, because it is a problem. The other thing, if I could segue and move on, is, Mayor, at the last meeting, we talked about doing something for the farmers in agriculture, and we talked about it some tonight, especially maybe looking into Robbins Park. But I would like to, in that time, I've been able to look at a few things, and if we could direct Mr. Lamack to look into moving it to the farm park.
Right.
For a lot of reasons. One, we're going to do that there anyways. So if we can start doing something with that soil, now it'll continue to get better and better and better. So if we could just direct him to look into that, I think we could probably come up with something that would be good for everyone.
I second that.
Okay, yeah, we
And a
knew
more
that the
permanent
farm
solution.
park was gonna
Exactly.
be hopefully a final destination, so.
But I like his idea of starting now to treat the soil, so it doesn't take quite as long to get it prepared for when the move happens.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
So we can direct the staff and Mr.
I don't see
Lamack
any
to move
reason
on?
why
Okay.
not.
I agree.
Good
I think
idea.
so
Yes,
too.
absolutely.
Okay.
In addition to,
We have so much land out there, and we're gonna do it anyways.
That's
I
right.
just think it's
So
a
I
good,
wait.
I just think it's a good fit, so.
So any question, any agreement would come back to us because it's town property or what?
of course,
As we've leased before?
of course.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
okay. That's my only comments. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Errol?
Me? My turn. Okay. During our community district forums, one of the segments included our fire rescue department urging all residents to complete a medical profile that is held in a 4x5 packet that has a magnet to be affixed to your refrigerator. The fire and police personnel are trained to look for this medical file when entering your home to render aid if you are alone. What's this, Vanna over here?
Yeah, I'm your Vanna.
My Vanna. Trained to look for this media file when entering your home to render aid if you are alone and unable to communicate, or if others present do not know your medical history. Inside is a paper with everything they need to know: who you are, who's your pets, who's your medication, everything. I had a recent incident where I had a severe allergic reaction to a medication I was supposed to take for a dental procedure, which knocked me for a loop. Required rescue to come to my home, and I was unable to immediately respond to questions. Had I had this file on my refrigerator, they would have had necessary information that would have enabled them to address my issues. I've completed my medical file, which can be found on my refrigerator, and I'm encouraging all of Town Council, every member of our community, and our employees to do the same. I also recommend that everyone subscribe to the Fire Rescue Department's Community Connect program, which is a free, secured platform where confidential household information is stored and only assessed upon a response to your home. Registration and additional information are available on the town's website. The medical file packets are available at all fire stations and at Davie Town Hall, and I have some here. Suzette, can you take them, put them out? I meant to put them on outside when I got here.
Mine have been on my refrigerator
right,
for
for a long
10
time, right?
years. Yeah. I
And-
just keep changing
The information?
the prescriptions in it,
Where'd
that's
she go?
all.
She's right there. Oh, yeah. I also want to give a big thank you to a person who rescued me before the fire department even got there. Vice Mayor Michelle was being very sweet and taking me to the dentist, and when she arrived, I was on the floor. Unable to speak right. It was a fiasco. I don't remember who was there. I don't remember the fire department, the personnel that came. I just remember being walked out. I don't remember being walked out to an ambulance, being taken to the hospital, getting a CAT scan, the whole works. So I don't much remember of what happened, but I do like to thank the EMTs that were on the ambulance that did come and take care of me, and especially Vice Mayor Whitman, who knew exactly what to do and who to call. So thank you very much, and do this. It's really important. Thank you.
All that CERT training.
That's what I said. The right person was there at the right time.
Is that it? That's it. Okay, Susan, go ahead.
Yeah, the town of Davie usually has our Take a Kid fishing tournament, and we were not able to do it on the current day because of the rain. So the next event, we will have it on June 25th for Take a Kid fishing, and that will be at the same place at the same time, but on the 25th now. So get out there. It's a lot of fun. I remember a story with me taking my son out there one time when we had it at Treetops Park, and it was between him and a duck on a log, and I'm not going to tell you who won. But it was a lot of fun, and it always has been. And I really think you, your grandchildren, your parents, your brothers, whoever you have, just go out there and have a good time. Also, we have the Davie Pro Rodeo is going to be on the 24th and 25th. It's our summer series, and it's also a very good time to go out and have a good time with your family and check it out and see how Davie does their little bit of country cowboy town. And we really love our cowboy town, so thank you for that. I want to wish all of our fathers a happy Father's Day, because if it were not for our fathers, we wouldn't be here. So I thank them all very much for Father's Day, and I hope you enjoy a very good celebration with your fathers. And that's all I have.
Okay, I just have to say that there's only one rodeo, which is the 25th. The 24th is like the camp rodeo.
The summer series.
No, it's not the summer series.
Oh.
This is a rodeo that we bring in a lot of camp kids from all around. Yeah, the campers come in from all different camps around the county, and they put a rodeo on for the campers. And then I think it's that same week, the Wednesday night Summer Buckle Series starts, and that is phenomenal if you want to go and see it. You know, sometimes it's 2- and 3-year-olds in their cowboy boots and cowboy hats trying to run over and pin a ribbon on a goat or something to that effect, and then it goes all the way up to barrel racing and pole bending and everything. It's a lot of fun to see all the kids participate in the Summer Buckle Series. So, and it's unfortunate that the final night of the Summer Buckle Series is our council meeting, and I usually like to go because I'm a sponsor to help give out the awards. So I'm going to see how we can figure that out that night. I may slip in and out. You never know, just so I can go over there and help give out the awards to all the kids. And I was glad I didn't do everything I was going to do because it gave everybody an opportunity to showcase something. But I do have to make another comment about how Public Works handled this last rainstorm. I know we were in daily contact, and Wasdell was all over the place. Every time I looked around, I saw another team with a pump or inspecting the drains or whatever it is. But I think they really have this down pat now to keep a close eye on everything. Now, if we could just get God to stop sending so much rain, it would really help. And yeah, that's true. We need to build an ark. But we really appreciate the work of Public Works. And I also want to make a comment to those of you who weren't here earlier. We did have our first budget workshop today, and I want to commend Mr. Lemack and his entire staff on doing a great job. We came back with a balanced budget, with no increase in the millage rate, no increase in the fire fee. We're looking very good. Thank you very much for all your hard work. With that note, Mr. Lemack, would you like to make some comments?
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you for the comments. No, I'm glad you recognized Osdell and Beatrice in Public Works. I just wanted to say it again because they were out with their team all day and all night and did the best they could considering the amount of rain we had in such a short period of time. But it's pre-storm, during storm, and post-storm, and we're still doing the evaluations on how we can help to alleviate some of these. Looks like something we're going to learn to live with, so we have to find more sustainable solutions. So thank you. That's all I have tonight.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Weinthal?
Yes, Mayor, I do have a few things.
Yeah.
Mrs. Roig is going to hand a packet out to everyone. So we recently received an email from the Florida League of Cities asking if we want to provide some information to them concerning a lawsuit. So in Santa Rosa County, which is in the Panhandle by Pensacola, the city of Gulf Breeze has a municipal golf course similar to the town of Davie having a municipal golf course, which is operated by a for-profit entity. The property appraiser's office up there has filed suit against the city of Gulf Breeze regarding their tax-exempt status. So the Florida League of Cities is looking to write an amicus brief on behalf of the city of Gulf Breeze regarding the tax-exempt status. The case started special magistrate and county court, ruled in favor of the city, went to the DCA. DCA ruled in favor of the property appraiser. So Florida Supreme Court is not going to hear it. Obviously, this case has long-reaching arms, even though it's up in the Pensacola, because it's the Florida Supreme Court. So I would like direction from council if you want me to answer the questions and provide the information to the Florida League of Cities, and most likely they will follow up with asking us to partake in the amicus brief. It won't cost us anything. We most likely just be named and use the information that I provide to them as part of their amicus brief. So my question to you is, do you want me to provide the requested information and work with the attorney from the Florida League of Cities regarding the Brown versus City of Gulf Breeze case?
Thank you very much. Yes, I knew, Susan, you were going to want to say something.
Yeah, I do believe that you're right on point to just answer the questions at this time. And then I don't know exactly what their timeline is on their deadline for filing it, but the amicus brief, but if you could come back to us once you've reviewed and hear further more from them, because we're going to have the Florida League of Cities is going to have a meeting. I have a board of directors on Friday with them, and I know it'll be discussed at that point. So I'd like to be able to bring back for you additional information as well. And I know you're on top of it, but I know that that'll be discussed then. But I think at the very least, answering those questions at this point would be helpful.
I think that's what you had said, right? Answer the questions and then come back.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I have no problem with that. Yes.
With it either. Alan, where do they think they're going to go with this? I mean, it's been denied by the Supreme Court. No, I'm just.
If I knew the answer to that, I'll buy some lottery tickets.
You don't have to make a magic fall, but I'm just saying, are they going to?
What was handed out to you is a very, very interesting read.
Right.
It's a lot of information. I understand that. So we could meet later this week. I'll sit down and go over it with you. I really don't know which way they're going to rule, but in reading, read the dissent, and then we'll talk. It's very interesting read, and the logic and reasoning behind how the court ruled, I don't personally understand, but I'm not a DCA judge. I'm also not a Florida Supreme Court judge, so I don't know which way it's going to go. But it wouldn't just affect our golf course. Depending on how the court rules, it could affect Miranda Farms.
Right.
So I'll do whatever the council wants me to do, and I will stay on top of it, and I don't know which way the court's going to rule.
I understand that. I meant, what court will it go to? At the
Florida Supreme Court.
Supreme Court.
Oh, I thought it said the Supreme Court denied hearing it.
No, the Supreme Court's going to hear it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
Okay.
I was listening, and I thought I heard you say that Florida Supreme Court denied to hear it, and that's why I want to know where would they go next.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
it.
No,
No problem.
the
I'm
Florida
fine
Supreme
now.
Court will hear it.
Anybody else have a question? Okay, you got your direction.
Yes, thank you. I have one more, just to give you an update. If you recall, back in July 28th, 2021, passed a resolution signing on to the state of Florida opioid settlement documents. So as of Monday, Mr. Lemack signed on to 4 more settlement documents. This is the Walgreens settlement, CVS, Endo Health Solutions, and Teva Pharmaceuticals. So we've partaken in that. I don't know when we're going to receive the money, but once we get the money, we will notify you, and it has to be used in regards to opioid-related services. But it's pretty broad, and it would be good use for the town.
Thank you for the update.
So between the four of those, it'd be roughly $1 million, but it still all depends on how many cities and towns sign on. So they gave an estimated monetary amount, but it's just an estimate. If everyone signs on, everything goes to plan, between those four, it'd be about $1 million, but I don't know if everyone's going to sign on.
Thank you very much. Well, folks, is there any objections? We're adjourned. Thank you.